is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at it again with another Copart walk around over here at 2829 Southeast 15th Street here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm going to jump right into this because, you know, every week I'm late as hell all the time. Number one on my list is a 2013 Volkswagen Passat, I think. I don't think this is a Jetta. I'm not a VW guy. Absolutely not. But to me, this looks too big to be a Jetta. So I'm thinking this is a Passat. We'll find out. Oh, no key. Are we really starting another dang video with no key? No. I'm certain this car had a key. 140,000 mile yada yada. You know, this gets so frustrating. I have to rush there, guys. Every week I have to browse through 600 plus cars on Copart's website. That doesn't include the 600 and some cars at some of the other auctions websites as well. So I go through a lot of cars, and because of that, I tend to have to really rush through the pictures. And in this case, no, it's got a key. It does have a key. I knew it. I told you it had a key. I was about to get really upset. This one's an interesting car. I don't know what the hell happened to it, but she's seen better days. I'm guessing maybe it's some kind of a repo. Looks like the door was open, right? And somebody went backwards and ran it straight into a pole, or I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe somebody tried to break into it and used a pry bar or something. I'm not sure. But obviously the door is trashed. The door doesn't line up either. Obviously, you're going to need door hinges. I'm guessing it ran into something. Look at that. Look at the gaps. Yeah, door hinges are done. Doors, just replace the whole thing. Then you've got this very interesting. How does this happen? Like, I could understand if somebody hit the windshield up here or over here, or if hail, but there's no way anything hit underneath the windshield wiper. How did that even happen? This car has got a story to tell. Poor thing. I feel so bad for it. Windshield's done. Door is done. We've got some pretty significant dings up top too. There's some on the trunk. There's a little bit of scuffs going on back here, especially right there. Another good-sized ding there. I thought that was a high spot, but it's not. It's just dirt. The driver's side, it looks better, but this side has plenty of dings, as you can see right there as well. Pretty big one there. More damage here. There's just, this car has got dings all over, guys. Now, it was listed apparently as a non-runner with no key, but it does have keys at this point. So this has got to be a repo. This just looks like a repo car. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. This is somebody that just bought it and probably drove the crap out of it, didn't take care of it at all, which makes this car something that you probably wouldn't want. What happened there? Somebody, is that bubble gum? Oh, that's gross. I just touched that. Okay. I thought maybe somebody had suctioned something out there, but that's bubble gum. Bubble gum stuck to the clock. The steering feels fine. It's idling rough right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but we've got a slew of lights on the dash. We have washer fluid down here, light bulb out over here. Over here we have the trunk ajar. Maybe the trunk is actually open. We have an airbag light. We have a tire pressure warning light. Huh, okay, well. First things first. Let's pop the trunk, and then we'll close the trunk and hope that the... Ew, gross. What is this? It's like there's a lot of corrosives or something back here, man. This poor car. These are good cars, guys. You know what? And it's kind of a testament to the car because it still runs. This car was abused. Oh, there is a... Look at that. Can you guys see that on camera? Yeah, I can't tell if you can see it or not, but there's runs. Boy, white paint is so hard right there. Look at those runs. Hey, it's better with the light. Yeah, okay, so something's gone on with the back end. It's been repainted. See what I mean? This car has a story to tell. In fact, I guarantee you this car doesn't just have a story. This car's probably got a lifetime of stories to tell us. Okay, well, you know, it's got coolant. The belt is it's the newest looking part under the hood. The belt looks really good. I don't see anything under the hood that's concerning. It sounds like it's running well. All right, let's go back and see if we at least got the light to go off for the trunk. Maybe somebody had just left it open. Okay. Yes. So we're left with windshield washer, no big deal. Burned out light bulb, no big deal. TPMS, yeah, not a big deal. That's something you can fix. Probably gonna cost a little money to fix it, but the airbag light, that's kind of a big deal. Having an airbag light on is a big deal. This destroyed windshield over here, you know, again, you're probably looking at $200 or so, where I'm at anyway, for a windshield. Important window works. This car just needs a lot, guys, so I don't see this selling for much. Windshield, figure out what's wrong with the airbag, TPMS sensors, then you have to deal with that door. That door is going to be, you know, it's going to cost some money. If you're lucky, maybe you can find it in the same color as this car. Let's turn on the air conditioning. Let's see if we have working air. I mean, that would be a big plus. I don't know, guys. I don't know. The miles are getting kind of up there, and she's just in generally just bad shape. Brakes feel good. Goes into reverse. Goes into drive. Let's see if we can... Yep, it goes forwards. And it goes backwards. All right. Good deal. It smells funky. You know, it needs a good detail. Oh, it's got an extra key. Ew, gross. Okay. Well, I could tell you from the key tags, it's definitely a dealer car. Definitely a dealer car. So, I'm probably right. It's most likely a repo, and they just said, we're done with it. Send it off to auction. The air conditioning is not cold. So that's another issue you got to work with. So really, what is this car good for? For me, nothing. I have absolutely no interest in this car. But I think this is another one. If you're looking for an A to B, something to get you to work and back reliably, hopefully, and you're not too big on looks, this could be the one, man. Needs a little bit of work, but it's something, you know, you can get back and forth to your job like that. Really, you got to get that taken care of first and foremost. You can get back and forth to your job as needed, and, you know, as time goes on, get a paycheck or two, and maybe, you know, replace the windshield. Get another paycheck, maybe you can replace the door, and you know, over time, you could make this car look right again. You can make this car look right again. It does need some work though, guys, and for me, it's just too much. And I don't see any room for profit after doing all the repairs necessary just to make the car look decent. We don't even know how it drives yet. So moving on. Next on my list, you see it, facelift. This is newer than the one I have, but this is an S550. Body style looks very, very similar to mine. Just, you know, a few little upgrades here and there. It looks a little more aerodynamic, a little more streamlined. It's got wheels that say AMG. I'm guessing that's just an appearance package or something. It is the S550 4MATIC, so this is all-wheel drive. This thing should be a beast, man. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is a turbocharged car, am I right? Oh, wow. Oh. There's something about Mercedes. You've got to smell them, guys. You've got to smell a Mercedes. There is such a unique smell to these cars. 103,000 miles. This one's listed as a non-runner. Don't forget your key. 103,000 miles on the odometer. It says there's no key in it. No key. Oh, it said don't forget your key. It just said don't forget your key. And then it said no key detected. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. No night vision on this either. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh, they changed it out for an SD card in the newer model. Cup holders are still down there. This is so much nicer than mine. Do you think they would mind if I just kept this? Could I? Copart, let me ask you something, guys. Could I take this home with me? I would love to have this one. This one's so much nicer. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can buy my own. Actually, may not have to buy my own because there's a certain monkey wrench somebody that says he wants to buy it, and he says he's determined to have it, so I may just have to send it down the road to him. Let's find the hood. Oh, the hood release feels messed up. Okay, so this is an interesting one. It's sitting here with no key. It looks like the soft close just worked too. Yes. Yes. Does the trunk open? It does. Okay. We got some books back there. The trunk closes. This thing is probably going to go very cheap because it has no keys, guys. And I may be interested. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to tell you it was on fire. Dang. Did I leave that out? I may have just totally slipped my mind, guys. This car. Okay, I don't want to say the car was on fire. It may not have been on fire. It may have been sitting next to something that caught on fire. That's the thing. We don't know. We don't know. What I can tell you is if the car had caught on fire, why would the battery still be connected? You know? I mean, you would think if the car caught fire, the battery would have been the first thing that got disconnected. So I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like this car was probably sitting near something that caught on fire. Now, it's really hard to tell, but you can look under here, and oh, we got some hoses that are a little crispy. I believe this is an accumulator right here. We got some wires that are definitely melted. Maybe it was this car, guys, because it kind of looks like maybe. I can't see, so you guys have to tell me. You see anything under there that looks like it may have caught on fire? Could have been the headlights. This is aluminum. Luckily, a fender is easy to replace, right? The headlight, they're a little expensive, but you can replace those. The bumper, yeah, it too is expensive, but it can be replaced as well. So I don't think this car is totally shot. This is going to be one with the washers, with the parking sensors, so this bumper is going to be a little more expensive. I'm thinking maybe something with the headlight or the ballast caught on fire. So now, I think the big thing, oh, and the hood does not open. Oh no, she does not. She does not open. Okay, so that's the next problem. The hood doesn't open. With these Mercedes being so full of the wonderful electronics that make them the great cars that they are, a fire is a bad thing. A little bit different when you're talking about a Chevy Cavalier or something, a Cobalt. You know, yes, they have creature comforts, but not like this car. Fire under here could have affected several modules, could have destroyed components within several modules that could cause electronic gremlins for the rest of your life. So, in my opinion, this car is great for parts. If you need parts, this is it, man. There is a lot of usable parts. There's a lot of parts on this car that'll sell for some good money, including the motor, the transmission, the transfer case. All of that stuff is worth money. The wheels, at least 3 of them, are worth money. This headlight's worth money. Body panels, mirror, the interior components. There's a lot of money sitting in this car that could make somebody a really nice profit. But I am not in the business of taking cars and parting them out. And unfortunately, there's nothing on this car that I need for my S63. So for me, I'm gonna have to just walk away from this one. Next on my list is one that I have never shown you guys before. This is a Honda Crosstour. Now, it's a 2012. It's a little bit older, but I think it's still one of those cars that a lot of people have never seen. I'm not sure if they just weren't all that popular or what the deal was. I actually thought they were really nice. It's kind of between a very big car and a very small SUV, which I assume is why they called it a Crosstour. Now, the thing I noticed about this one immediately is it's sitting pretty funny. I understand the rear tires are flat, which does concern me for sure. Why would the back tires both be flat? So there's something going on there for sure. It doesn't look wrecked. The wheels don't look like they're bent in or twisted or contorted or anything. So the next thing I'm looking at is it possible this thing Dukes of Hazzard, you know, and you know, the front end hit the ground and bent the whole thing up? Well, that's kind of what I was thinking when I first saw it. But if you take a look at the body lines do not suggest that. If the front end had been tweaked, then all of this would be smashed in up towards the top. So yeah, I don't think that's what happened. Very, very confusing. Let me take a look at this side, see if it suggests. No, this side's body lines don't look like that either. Very bizarre. Do me a favor, guys. Comment below and tell me what you think happened to this. It's obviously an insurance car and it's totaled. Let's take a peek underneath, right? This thing sits up high enough. We should be able to get underneath. Maybe there's some undercarriage. Oh, yes. Let me get you guys under there. Oh, this requires laying down and bumping my mics and things. The oil pan has a big crack in it right there. Maybe difficult to see, but whoa, that's a little much there. So there she is. You can see that crack right there now. All right, the exhaust is all bent up. There's fluids leaking all over this thing, man. Obviously the transmission took a nice little whack, but the tranny looks like it's okay. Golly. Yeah, this thing had a bad day. Look at the subframe right there. The cradle is destroyed on both sides. All right. Well, I think we have a much clearer picture. I apologize for that, guys. That's kind of sloppy video there. Boy, if I was using a GoPro, that wouldn't have been an issue at all. I could have been under there. Wouldn't have been a issue with focusing or anything. But, you know, the thing is, I went to my iPhone 12 Pro Max to do videos, and I love the ability to zoom in and focus. Unfortunately, this is one of those rare times where it didn't want to focus. This is listed as a run and drive. We're not going to start it because I think it's kind of apparent that it probably doesn't have any oil in it. Yeah, I wonder what they went over. Whatever they went over, though, it ended this car. I'm fairly certain there's going to be suspension damage. You can see how the tire is almost into the fender over here. And look at that wide gap over there. So you also got a big bubble in the tire right here where it's actually about to pop. So, hell, that's one way to end a car. I'll tell you what. Is it fixable, though? Maybe. I don't know if it'd be worth the money to fix, but, you know, again, not for resale, but if you wanted to buy it for yourself, hey, you could probably leave the cradle like it is, try to straighten out the suspension, replace the oil pan, and put some tires on it. You might be good to go. You know, you might be good to go. We'll go ahead and check the oil. I'd love to start it, but I'm not going to if it doesn't. Oh, yeah. No, she's dry as a bone, man. I figured it would be. I mean, that crack is right at the bottom, so makes sense. What about the trans? It didn't look like the trans leaked anything out. Trans is good. Trans is fine. That's not to say after taking a whack like that after a few heat cycles, that transmission case doesn't crack. I think that would be my next biggest concern, aside from the significant damage to the cradle and not knowing what suspension damage you're looking at under here, or any lines, brake lines, fuel lines, or anything that may be damaged in between. That transmission took a pretty good hit. And my big concern would be, after getting everything situated and resolved, that at some point, you know, 10,000, 15,000 miles from now, transmission case goes through a few heat and cool cycles and pop, crack, and you're done. You know, it's over. So obviously I'm not bidding on this one, but I wanted to show it to you guys. So let's move on. And for all the people that say that I don't show enough trucks, well, here's a truck, okay? I'm bringing you a truck. Looks like it's got some hail damage, no big deal. This is what, a Ram, just a 1500, isn't it? Yeah, it's a 1500, 5.7 liter Hemi. Thankfully, I'm not a big fan of the, what is it, a 4.7? Whoa. Oh, you're kidding me. Is this another one that I didn't bother checking all the pictures? Oh my goodness. Randy, I need to hire somebody. I need to hire somebody to do this for me, to do the car finding for me, because I'm getting real bad at this. This week has been chock full of mistakes where I didn't go through all the pictures. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, you know what? It's still a truck, okay? I'm still showing a truck. Now, I was going to say, hey, you know what? Maybe you could just replace it. I'm kidding. Of course, you couldn't replace the bed. Look, it went into the cab hard. Obviously, you're going to have significant frame damage under. You might even be able to see it. I don't know. Maybe I can get you. You might not be able to see it. Yeah, no. I don't know. She's toast, though, guys. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. We'll go ahead. We're already here. Let's look at it anyway. It was actually really nice. Really nice. I'm already considering trading in my Ram 2500. Probably not this year. But you got to be, you know, when you're using a vehicle for work on the regular and you're racking up 30,000 miles in 6 or 7 months, you got to be careful. You know, number one, you've got a warranty. The Ram diesels come with a 100,000 mile warranty for the Cummins anyway. So you got to make sure that you either buy an extended warranty or you don't run your vehicle over the warranty. You definitely want to have a warranty when you're using something the way I use mine. Mine is necessary. I absolutely need it to live. You don't want it to depreciate to the point that you're losing any more money than you have to. So it's really a balance between age and mileage. So you've got to find the right mileage at the right age to get rid of it before you end up losing any more money than you have to. And also, I may end up trading it in on not a brand new one. I might do something like a very slightly used, like maybe a demo type truck. And I think after watching Weston's video of his newest purchase, his Ram 3500 dually, I don't need a dually. I don't really want a dually, but I think next time I will go with the Ram 3500 instead of the 2500, and only for one reason. The transmission is so much better in the 3500 than it is in the 2500. And on top of that, the 3500 gives you all the ponies. You get all the ponies unlocked with the 3500. You don't get them with the 2500. The 2500 is like 800 foot-pounds of torque, like 450 horsepower. And I think the 3500 is damn near 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. Like it's a ridiculous monster. Ridiculous monster. I don't need a dually though. And I think since I'll be saving money by getting a demo or slightly used model, you know, I think I'll opt for something that's got a few extra creature comforts, you know, like heated seats, maybe cooled seats. Weston, you messed me up, man. You got me all kinds of backwards. I saw his truck and I was like, all right, I want something like that. I don't want to spend $60,000 on a truck, and I'm not going to. But I think next time, and we'll get 4x4. That's something I do kind of regret. It's one of those things that I rarely ever need it, and it's just more stuff to break. But, I mean, if you've got a 100,000 mile powertrain warranty anyway, I would rather have it and use it in the rare occasions that I actually need it, rather than actually need it in those rare occasions and not have it. So stay tuned. because I do believe we will be maybe either towards the end of this year or probably more likely the very beginning of next year, depending on how things go. We may actually be trading in the Ram 2500 on a Ram 3500. But as for this Ram, yeah, we're not interested in this. And you know what? While I'm at it, I think I may actually trade in my my Jeep also. Yeah, I think when I trade in the truck for another one, I'll trade in my Jeep on top of it and just get rid of it altogether. Last one on my list, guys. New body style Mustang. Unfortunately, it's not a GT. It's, I'm going to guess, a V6. Pretty good dent right here. How about this faded paint? This thing must have been sitting for a long time. Look how the stripes are just peeling off of it. And the paint is really, really faded on the back. Lots of dings and dents all over it. But it doesn't look like it's smashed or anything anywhere. I don't know what's going on. We got a pretty good dent on the roof right here where the paint is actually peeling off. Otherwise, it actually looks pretty good. Should we pop the hood? You guys can comment below right now. Is it a 4-banger, EcoBoost, or is it the V6? I am going to guess that we've got a V6 under the hood. You got to be real careful. These decals are starting to come off, and they will cut you. Ha, V6. So I was right. How many of you thought it was a 4-banger? Okay, you know, everything under here looks decent. There are some cobwebs, though. I noticed that. A lot of cobwebs and spider webs that make me think this thing may have been sitting here for quite a while, which may explain what's going on with the decals on the hood, sitting out in the sun every day. This is a salvage car for whatever reason. 49,000 miles on the odometer. Do we have any bags blown? It's an automatic. It is not the premium package. You've got all the base stuff in it. You don't have leather. It's cloth seats. You don't have the touch screen. It's listed as a run and drive. We have 2 sets of keys. So this kind of makes me miss my GT, man. I'm not going to lie. I really loved my GT and my performance pack. I had 2. I had a 17 Mustang GT automatic, and I had a 15 GT performance pack. That, of course, was a manual, and oh, she was mean. That performance pack was a mean car. Okay, well, she runs. Interesting. It's going to gear. Yeah. Forward and backward, she moves. The steering feels good. Huh. Yeah. I don't know, guys. 49,000 miles. This thing doesn't have any miles on her at all. Huh. Let's give her a little throttle. Not much. Yeah, engine sounds good. I don't know what's wrong with it. Did I miss something? I had to have missed something somewhere. Why would this thing be salvaged? Why is it totaled? Yes, it does have dings all over it. Maybe it's hail. Yeah. It's hail, guys. There are, okay, I saw some of the bigger dings, but yes, it's got hail damage. Hail damage all over it. Some of it's kind of big. So yeah, okay. Now we know, because this thing had me confused. I'm telling you though, sitting in that car, I really miss my GT. I'm not going to do it though, guys. I'm not going to. I want to, but I'm not going to. That's it. We're done. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. We're done. The auction is over. Another week has gone by. Big shout out to all of you for watching. And of course, shout out to Copart out here in Oklahoma City for letting us come out here and do these videos. If you enjoyed the content, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. And until next time, stay safe out there, buddy. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.